say my name. No one ever calls me that, except a few friends from a long way back. I got a place I wanna be. Well, it's more of a...
Here we are with the first episode of 2024 for Pints and Pages. We're going to talk about a few different things. Probably I think we're gonna start with New Year's resolutions and go from there, because I definitely have some things that I'd like to talk about for 2024. We'll do introductions. I'm Nick.
I'm Brad.
I'm Levi.
And we're going to go ahead and get this started. So, so we're heading into 2024. When we release it, probably on Tuesday the 2nd, because I won't do it on New Year's Day, but when we release it on the 2nd, it'll be our first episode. There's a couple of things that I want to do for 2024, because I know we already talked about the episode what we were looking forward to. Some things that I want to do. One is lose weight. I think that's usually a big one on people's list. I'm pretty sure that...
I'm telling you, it's the easiest thing ever. Just take my diet. You just drink about 20 cups of coffee a day, nothing but water after that, and then just don't eat except for one meal at the end of the night.
I love food. That's my problem.
Food's good.
So, yeah.
Food's nice.
I love food, and I love to eat, and I don't always eat healthy. My goal is to at least eat healthier. I've been going to the gym lately, and I enjoy that. So it'll be a lot of gym and a lot of just trying to watch what I eat. So that's the big one personally that I'll be striving for. Professionally, social media is my New Year's resolution. Just blast as much as I can on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Like, just become that annoying guy that you hate seeing on Facebook and social media, because I'm on there all the time.
Yeah. It's no shit.
Yeah. So, I did an okay job, I think, through 2023, but in 2024, I really need to dedicate more time to it. So, and we've got a lot of things that we're excited about doing, and a lot of things we're going to be trying out, like video for the podcast, video for gaming, different gaming stuff.
I was thinking about it. We could have just set one camera up for today.
We could have set a camera up. I thought about it.
We fumbled that bag. We can do that next episode.
But I thought about it, and but yeah, definitely. I think that's what we need to do, and then break those clips into TikToks and into YouTube Shorts and Facebook Reels and things like that. That's, I think, something that I need to dedicate more time to. And so that is stuff that two things that I'm, and the one is more than one thing, but it is, I'm just lumping it all together, social media. So that's a couple of things that I'd like to change, I guess, for myself. 2023 wasn't a bad year for me, but some things could have went better personally, but I think 2024 will be good. So, yeah.
What about you, Levi? What do you got going on for the new year?
My big thing, once I get moved back into town where I'll have decent internet, I would like to start streaming and doing YouTube stuff like that with gaming. That's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and hopefully now I'll have the ability to do that and actually take it serious. Other than that, I just want to continue to grow the podcast and keep getting better with Magic. There's really not much that I am looking forward to, or I don't really set goals, because I feel like you're just setting yourself up for failure if you do that.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people seeing it throughout the years and hearing people talk. You set resolutions at the beginning of the year, and then by like 3 months in, you're not even close to achieving it. Most people just give up immediately at that point. Or if they get if they continue it all the way to the end, if they don't hit their goal, they feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And in my eyes, there's just no reason for that. As long as you do something to better yourself or better your situation, that's all that should matter.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that you'll see a lot of posts on Facebook about people like the morning of the first will be like, well, my New Year's resolution's already been broken.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, and I get that. I definitely get that. And that's why I'm not setting them too lofty. I think they're things that I can control, especially my weight. I think I can control. And it's not like I'm unhealthy because I go to the doctor and get, everything comes back and I don't have anything wrong. It's just I prefer to just you feel a little bit better when you go to the gym every day and you don't eat junk food all the time. And I mean, while you're eating it, it's fantastic. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But afterwards, it can kind of suck. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
What about you, Brad?
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I got nothing. So
I thought I was pulling it out of my ass.
resolutions more so. I just want to maintain the same course. Like I enjoyed how I ended the year, so I want to like just kind of keep that vibe. We'll see what pops up through the year.
And yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to make too many plans. I don't want to shake shit up, and try to top anything. I just kind of want to cruise for a minute, enjoy the scenery.
Yeah, and that brings up a good point because I think that as a whole, as a group, I think our 2023 down here at the store is at a pretty good clip. I think it's going really good.
Yeah,
I think the store is going good. I think the nights of play are going good.
Yeah.
I think that we all have fun. We all enjoy each other. We all have a really good time. And I'm with you. I'd like to keep that vibe going. Something that I want to do for the store. It's not really a resolution, but as I move, I'd like to do once a month. Make sure that I hit Magic. Make sure that the Lorcana leagues every other week. Make sure that I keep up with both of those things while still doing. Maybe try to do a Pokemon event once a month. Then just sprinkle in other things here and there to keep our Saturdays busy.
I was going to say Saturday is typically a slow day, not only for you, but also like bonus, kind of the building as a whole.
Yeah.
Hopefully that would bring some business for everybody.
Friday's the big day because, Friday, there's music downstairs. So Friday's got like a built-in audience where Saturday really doesn't. And Friday, I still have to work my first job all day long, where Saturday I'm down here all day and all night, which makes it easier to have things and do events. People still work on Fridays where they don't on Saturdays. So it just makes it easier to do Saturday events. I know Magic is a big Friday night Magic crowd, but I think that the ones here in town that play and come down here and play don't mind doing it on Saturdays.
The only reason Friday night Magic is the thing is because that is what Wizards made they made their night Friday night. That is what, so that way all the game stores could be coordinated on one day, because it is a system that they register through their website. That's the only reason why most Magic players assume Friday night, but none of us give a shit. We'd prefer Saturday, most of us, because we can be out later typically.
Yeah.
Things are open later.
Saturday, if you're working, a second shift job or a third shift job, like Saturdays are easier. So, so that's not really, to change speeds, because it's not like this episode has to be about resolutions at all. It's just kind of how we started, but the definitely pushing forward, doing the once a month, like trying to do something throughout the year. That's what I really need to focus and
We need a
build
dry
on.
race calendar.
especially
Yeah.
with the Comic Cons and events coming up.
Yeah.
That, like you're sending me and Brad to and shit.
Yeah. Because I got a big in-store event that I'll be announcing soon. I'll have the details next week, so I should be able to
Mud
announce
wrestling.
next. Yeah, midget mud wrestling.
Midget get naked.
I'm in midget mud
Oh,
wrestling.
yeah, it's the Vini Comics store only mud wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're
All right, Dad, me versus you. Let's go.
Yeah.
We'll have an in-house bookie, so you can
Yeah.
bet on which one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have odds and everything.
We'll have a mud pool and a jello pool. So we'll try not to mix the two.
Lime only, please.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Lime makes sense. I think lime makes sense. Cherry will look like we're bleeding. So
That'll be the fun part.
We can't do that.
Yeah, but if you accidentally eat any cherries, is far worse than that.
You do have a valid point with that one.
So yeah. So
Accidentally.
so
I'm just gonna dive mouth first and do it.
I do have that event that'll be announcing, and that'll be the one thing I can give you. It'll be the first weekend of March, and that first weekend of March, you guys will be packing up
Hall of Heroes.
half the store and going up to the Hall of Heroes convention in Elkhart.
That's what I thought. I couldn't remember which one that one was because there's like 2 or 3 of them we're going to.
And I think, and I'll be up there on Sunday.
Yeah.
I only have to be in the store on Saturday.
Yeah, you're not open on Sunday.
Right. So I'll be up there on Sunday. I haven't booked it yet. The Hall of Heroes convention is booked. I haven't booked it yet, but I'm still looking at PopCon in April.
I've never been to PopCon, so
I want to attend it.
Taking a big group of us down to PopCon, and I think I get a couple of passes for free, and then you get the rest of them I can buy at a discounted rate. So that'll be, that might be something that we do as a group, shut the store down and take as much of the store as we can down to Indianapolis and set up a booth.
hey, we all got enough vehicles. You got an SUV, Brad's got a truck.
Yeah.
The fiance has an SUV.
Just get one of those U-Haul.
Yeah, we could get a U-Haul trailer.
And I'd put everything in there. We don't have to be crowded.
Yeah. So it'll, so we got a couple of those things. Those are kind of at the beginning of the year. I don't have a lot of stuff past that, but I need to start working on stuff. So yeah, there's definitely some things.
Bonus Pints is a craft beer and wine spin on the classic arcade, located at 422 East Broadway in beautiful downtown Logansport. Bonus Pints is the anchor of the Bonus Building on the corner of Broadway and 5th Street. They have all your favorite classic arcade games and both classic and current pinball machines. Every Wednesday is trivia, and every Thursday and Friday there is live music. Come and bring your friends. The food, the music, the games, and the people. There is something for everyone at Bonus Pints.
Like I said, I definitely I think a lot of people get the reach of TikTok and YouTube and things like that. So I definitely want to get involved with that. Playing cards and
we haven't even touched on the fact we got cameras to.
But yeah, playing cards, specifically Lorcana and Magic. We're not going to be filming ourselves playing euchre, but we could.
I don't know. I get kind of aggressive with euchre.
There's also this
for the views.
There's also this new game that the store got that we could record ourselves playing.
Heroes of
Arcadia.
Yeah.
Aren't we planning on possibly playing that tonight?
We could play it tonight.
Yeah, we could play test it.
We could play it tonight. During for New Year's Eve, we could even record ourselves playing it if we wanted to.
I mean, all I gotta do is put a mic up.
Yeah. So.
And then the cameras do their own job.
Yeah. So we can definitely.
Podcast, we get the first listen in on the possible bonus content.
Yeah, we could get that rolling. That would be fun just to see what it did. So, but yeah, we definitely have some games and different things that we want to play, and record ourselves, and even Magic Night.
I was gonna
I'd
say,
like to not set up cameras. I don't know who's going to be comfortable with it and who's not, but when we do Magic Open Play or Lorcana League, like maybe even just me walking around with my phone, like recording people going, "Hey, this is what just happened," or live TikTok stream of Lorcana League, and we're live now. Check us out, and run a video of maybe a half a game or a part of a game. See if we can, see if people are interested. Then maybe we do set up cameras and we got like a featured table.
I was gonna
Hey, if
say,
you don't want to be seen on camera, don't play at this table. But if you do, you can play at this table, and you can be a
and shit. We also
pseudo
have.
content creator.
I was gonna say, shit. We have access to the room down there, so if anything, we could just shift the setup down there and be that same concept. Just so that way, enough people could stay in the store.
Yeah, true. We could even set up cameras in probably the three corners of the big room down at the end of the hall.
That's what I was
And
saying.
just and set up, But
Something I've been wanting to do is I want to build a TCG table that is perfectly sized for 4 people to play cards at. And I think like if we could figure out a good way of making a table,
So
one that looks pretty for the like on video and shit.
the one suggestion I'll give you, at least with the cameras we have now, it has to be the width of that table because you can barely squeeze that into the camera frame.
The idea for me was to have I was going to sit 4 play mats down and measure that area, and then give you a little bit of room off of the ends of both, so that way cup holders, dice compartments, fucking token holders. That way everybody's like organized and easy and ready.
It's almost like your own little
Battle station.
You're calling it a TCG, but it's almost like it'd be a commander table.
Yeah, or like a poker table, but for not poker.
Yeah.
Shit, that's something we could record and put on YouTube.
Literally be made so like if you wanted to play Pokemon, you could play Pokemon.
Right, if you want
any TCG or
Pokemon, Lorcana, Magic.
Still play other games too.
Oh yeah.
It'll be made in a way that you could play Barcadia on it, or you could play.
Yeah, that's what'll be interesting is how much room Barcadia
takes up.
I don't think it'll take up a ton, but I think it'll be.
It's gonna be a decent size, especially because the cup is. I don't know if anyone, for the listeners, if anyone's seen it, but you got like pint glasses as your characters, and looks. I've not read as much as these guys have, but almost like a D&D or an RPG type of thing.
Yeah, a little dungeon crawl.
Yeah,
but in your life is your beer content in your drink, or in your glass.
Yeah. So like. The glass has notches in it, and it goes from 10 to 50 hit points. And
I forgot that one's the open one.
And you
or ADD moment break it reads.
And it like as you lose life or you do something, and it says you lose 10 hit points, you literally drink from 50 hit points down to 40 hit points. Or if you do something good. And then it says, you gain 10 hit points. So then you fill your glass from 40 to 50. And you basically just play. And then the last person that's got beer in their glass is the winner.
D20s remind me of Mario Party block dice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The tokens are bottle caps. I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting. It looks fun. We do have some people that frequent the store that have played it. So he had mentioned that it's very fun and entertaining.
Well, I imagine.
Shout out to Brett Peters because he's played it, he has it, he owns it. So he definitely said that he'd come up to the shop and play with us when we get it going. So I'm sure he'll be up here at some point playing with us. I hope to maybe even work out a system with bonus points downstairs to where maybe you actually pay to play, and like maybe I can get little steins that say Savini Comics on them, and for X amount of dollars you give me, then I'll take the steins downstairs, pay the bartender a flat fee to fill the steins, and you can bring the steins up and play with them. So, like, if they're 32-ounce steins, then you pay a flat fee, and you get that stein filled every time you do a flat fee. That way, because if I get 8 people can play, so there's 6 in the original box, and there's a 2-player expansion. So, you figure you get 8 people that pay an X amount of money, then I think that both myself and Bonus Pints can benefit from that, and it gets people in the store, and they're playing, they're having fun, they're spending money. It's kind of
Oh, yeah.
they're not just paying to play a game. I mean, I have a feeling it's going to be an experience.
I was going to say the only thing I think would be a little difficult if you did the custom steins would be unless you got them custom made with the hit points on the
Oh
side.
no, the steins will just be like if they pay me a fee, then basically Bonus Pints will run a tab for me that I'll go pay at the end of the night. But they fill the steins up, bring them up here, and then fill their glasses with the steins.
Okay, I'm following now.
So yeah,
I hear stein, I'm just thinking I'm getting a big ass glass. Like I'm drinking out of a big ass glass.
I'm almost thinking like thermal cups,
Right, my brain's following.
Where like if they see them downstairs, they're like, okay, this goes on Savini Comics tab. I'm filling it this much full, so this is, we filled 4 steins, you owe us X. And then I'll be like, hey, out of the money that the payers paid me, to where
just go buy a beer.
it does, but
it'd be a fun and easy way to be able to, because otherwise
I'm monetizing my portion of it. Because other than that, people are just going to go downstairs, buy a beer, and then I'm not making any money.
And it's good. My personal thing would be just because I don't know exactly how much those glasses fill, like how much ounces they fit. It would also be like if you were trying to play it on a Saturday or whatever, it'd be probably a little confusing or irritating for the bartenders to look at it and go, how much, like what do I charge for this?
Yeah. So that's
and otherwise we wouldn't have beer to play.
Is there instructions like underneath it?
Oh, underneath.
As you say, you got to take the pieces out too.
Oh,
there is big instruction booklet. Now his ADD is really going to kick in.
Yeah. Talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Now I did order the extra packs. But I haven't got them yet, but I did order the dice tray, the bottle openers, the coins of magic, and the table mat. There's a table game mat too. So I ordered all that stuff, but they haven't come in yet.
People on Etsy make figurines you can use if you don't want to use the glasses as your character. Like if you just want to drink from it.
Really?
Yeah. $5.
Well, that's fun.
I just was Googling expansions and I happened to get a link for it.
And and I could make it a lot simpler to where maybe I didn't get extra things and I was just like, hey, everybody pays $10 to play. You got to get your beer from downstairs,
Right.
Something like that. Because people may come in here thinking, I don't want to buy the $60 game, but I really want to play. Okay, well, and the only time I can get people to play is when I'm up here to have other people to play. So that's another option too for me to have a Heroes of Barcadia night.
I don't know how easily I can spend this with all
that might be an option for the end of January instead of
that's those minis.
Those are cool.
For the full set, which would be all 8 of them with the expansion characters, it's $40.
No, that's not bad.
$5
You buy just the bot.
You can buy So you buy them individually. So you can either do the full set, or I'd have to go through and select each character.
That's $40 for the files.
No.
No,
For
I'm
that,
just saying, is there a buy the file?
No.
That'd be nice.
I see what you're saying for a 3D printer.
We have that done quicker.
Yeah. Yeah. But that, so that might be something if people are interested, doing maybe at the end of January, because we were trying to think of something to do right at the end of the month. Maybe we'll do a Heroes of Barcadia night. So
That would be fun.
yeah, where maybe you pay a $10 entry fee and we have like a little mini tournament. We could definitely do. I mean, it's 2 to 6 players, but if we had enough people, we could do two 4-player games and then rotate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm looking at all the stuff they have on the website for it. I did not realize that they had a silicone straw pack.
Yes.
So you can use a straw as your HP.
yeah, they have a. The nice part is I don't think, even though Brad's reading the instructions, so he'll let me know if I'm talking out my ass, but I don't think it's very complicated.
It didn't seem to be.
So, unlike the girlfriends and the wives that look at us like we're insane when we ask them to play Magic,
All right.
They may actually play this.
I've actually got her to agree to let me teach her if I can get also her brother to let me teach him. Because what I'm going to do.
Play Magic?
Yes.
Okay.
So what my plan was, I had this wonderful crackhead thought last night. I was like, I got 3 decks. 2 precons that haven't been touched at all, and Feldegriff. For anyone that's listening that doesn't know, my Feldegriff deck is just group hug with 1 card that is a win condition that if I was teaching them, I told them I'd just take it out. So I literally can't win the game, and I can just sit there and teach both of them and be able to look at their hands to help them while also still participating and helping.
Right.
I've almost got them to say, I'm almost there.
That'll be fun. So, but yeah, I don't think it's very complicated. So I think it'll be a game that we can all play and we can all have fun with. So,
oh yeah, easily. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a drinking game. How hard can this be?
At the end of the day, you have to be able to play it while you're drinking. So they can't make it too complicated.
Exactly.
I wouldn't think they'd want to make it too complicated.
Located at 430 East Broadway in beautiful downtown Logansport, on the bonus level, the second floor of Bonus Pints, is the Lantern. The Lantern is a glowing light in a small town. They are a shop filled with art, clothing, books, and all your current Halloween needs. They are currently carrying cat skull candles, black cat drinking glasses, Halloween-themed dresses, and shirts, and some 3D horror decor that will scratch your Halloween itch. Check out their Facebook page for when they are open and what new items they are stocking daily.
Brad's having his ADD moment. Just
Brad is immersed in the. Is it pretty simple? Yeah. He's immersed in the instructions.
The thing for instruction booklets.
Yeah.
You and my brother both.
Yeah. My son Dakota loves instructions. So for everything else, 2024, how's it gonna shake out and do different things? I know that you're moving. I know that you're doing different things. Are you you got anything else in particular that you guys are looking at?
No, I mean, not off the top of my head, really. I mean, granted, our mind's just set on the moving right now and trying to get that prepared for that. And then our goal is to try to get it done over with so we can all get settled down and figure it out. And then after that, I just your normal things of trying to upkeep the house, renovating the house.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, that's going to be a me and you project.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyla knows how to do a lot. Obviously, like we said last night, she was laying the flooring.
Yeah. We're just gonna leave it all to her.
Yeah, she's going to do it all.
Give her a hammer and nail and let her go to town. So
That's essentially what happened last night. I was the one using the saw because none of them can cut straight.
So yeah, I definitely want to learn. I did tell myself today that I want to do. I want to not learn more about Lorcana, but I want to play more. Like I kind of got into Lorcana right off the bat, and then it kind of fell to the wayside. I became more of a seller than I did a player.
Yeah.
And so I do think in 2024 I want to give more attention to Lorcana.
Yeah.
I think like right now it's very popular. People are still buying it. People are building decks and the cards are crazy collectible. So I hope it stays at that point. I know that there's a big gaming convention in Cincinnati next weekend where they're doing like $5,000 Lorcana tournaments and $20,000 Magic tournaments. I had debated about going to that, but I think instead of doing that, I am going to go visit my daughter in Vincent's. So,
yeah, you have fun with that.
Yeah. So,
Kyla told me that, and I was like, yeah, I ain't doing that.
So I think I'm going to go do that. Just because it's time with her that I don't get very often. So she invited me down, so I'm going to go. But I know that Magic, they're also doing Flesh and Blood.
That's a newer card game that came out, I think, a little bit before Lorcana.
Okay. I have 24 demo decks of Flesh and Blood that they sent me.
I've heard really good things about. I know
Tracy took a deck home and did some.
You got some already?
Yeah, I've got them. They're up on the counter.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking looking right now.
Yeah, they're underneath the Pokemon cards. They're in just a plain brown box.
Bring them on over.
Yeah, there's 24 demo decks in there.
I know the professor is always talking.
Have you watched his that's what I was going to say. He has a video when it first released where
Are they all the same?
I think they're all the same deck. I want to say that they are.
You'll like this. They still have a sealed format and a booster draft format like Magic.
Oh, really?
And then I'm on their website. They have a blitz game mode. They say about 10 to 15 minutes a game. And then classic constructed is around 30 to 50 minutes a game.
But I have decks. Like I said, they're simplified rules for beginners. It gives you like a website to check it out. Like Tracy took them home. She was looking at them. She was looking up some of the rules. I didn't realize that the professor was.
He endorsed it. He was on part of their committees and writing team.
Yeah.
Oh, was he?
He's on a card.
Yeah.
Is he?
There's
I was gonna say I don't know if it might be named the professor, but I know is it? Okay,
Yeah.
I knew the picture was of him or like an illustration of him, which I find really cool.
So you must be able to buy packs. I haven't had anybody come in and ask me about packs.
There are because you can I know you go on TCG Player a decent amount. If you go on there's a Flesh and Blood section.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, and they do have sets like Magic or Lorcana. Just looking at it right now, like they have the heavy hitters, the bright lights, round the table, dusk till dawn.
So they have sets.
Yeah.
They have a few sets that are out. How many sets are?
So all the sets I can see right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Really? That's a lot of sets.
And the second set, like in all the way down at the bottom, second from the bottom, is called History Pack Volume 1. So I don't know. This might be older than I thought it was, but It seems like they have a lot.
Yeah, I say 10.
Oh, Heavy Hitters is a pre-order, so 9 that are out.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that seems like it's been out for a while then. Um, I'm looking up now whether or not I can order some. Of course, I mean, I don't want to order them if nobody's going to come in and buy them, but
A box case on TCG of the Bright Lights booster box case which is 5 booster boxes. It's like $250. A box is $66. So, I mean, more affordable than Magic.
well, that distributor I can't order them from. So the packs would be less unless the card amount's less.
I see that. I don't know. God damn, these cards are expensive though on the secondary market.
Really?
For this set, the most expensive one is a $500 card.
Okay, so I can order them. Can order the booster boxes from one distributor. I gotta log in to see prices, but that's interesting. It's interesting that they got a content creator for Magic the Gathering to do some of their
He was very excited about it.
endorsing. So
I can't remember his exact wording on it, but I know he said in comparison to Magic, he enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, it's been a while since I watched that video where he talked about it, so I don't remember exact quotes, but I remember him
Right.
saying he enjoyed it a lot. He compared it to Magic a decent amount, and just seeing some of the cards, I mean, they use kind of like Lorcana does, very similar language. Obviously, they can't use all the same.
yeah, it's like your second attack each turn gains +1.
And yeah,
Maybe fight. I don't know. And then there's once per turn action, attack, tap to attack, go again.
and see, this is another thing that we might get into for the new year.
But
You never know.
yeah, I mean, it looks like it's got a couple of different things. Looks like you can have 3 or 4 cards of the same card in the deck.
So it depends on the format. But like the Living Legend format's up to 3 copies of each unique card.
All right.
I think it depends on formats and stuff, but your normal classic constructed is 1 hero card, can't be a young hero. 80 card pool includes weapons, equipment, etc., and cards in the deck. Start with a minimum of 60 cards in the deck, up to 3 copies of each unique card. 55 minutes per round, first to 1. Don't know what that means, but. Oh, this is for a tournament style. I will say.
It looks like they're on clearance.
I will say they need to change their website because it is a white or a like off-white background with white text.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
At least on my laptop, it's not the best design they could have done.
I'll say that's a little unfortunate, but
I might be making that sound a little worse than it is. You can see what I'm talking about.
oh yeah.
That like off-white on white.
It's like white on sandstone.
There you go. That would be a better.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to say like the background looked like an old text, like an old scroll.
Like a scroll. Yeah.
But I didn't know how to say that better. The sandstone's the perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, we also got in February, the 3rd chapter for Lorcana comes out.
Yes. And into the Inklands. So they're adding a location mechanic to Lorcana, which should be interesting.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
It'll be my first set that I pre-ordered anything from.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting how they work that whole mechanic in.
I can guess I can add that to my stuff to look forward or to try to improve in next year because I've done basically the same thing. I bought starter decks, I bought packs. I played like 3 games of Lorcana, and I have the starter decks, haven't changed them at all, haven't touched them at all.
My tough part about playing like Magic is way more complicated,
Which is why I love it.
but it's interesting. Like the complication makes it more interesting to me. So when we're together just playing like on a Sunday or when the store's closed, I would rather play Magic because it's more interesting to me because it's complicated. It's more complicated.
Yeah.
Like it's harder for me to learn, and that keeps my interest a little bit more than Lorcana does. Because I don't play when people are in the store. I don't play anything. I prefer to just be up at the counter.
Oh yeah.
Doing sales and talking to people and different things like that.
Right.
I don't want to particularly participate when I'm having play, when I'm having league day.
Well, I mean that's part of being a store owner.
Right. And to push that's part of my thing. Instead of just standing at the counter, if I'm going to be up walking around, I'm going to start taking videos and making posts and doing different things and stuff that like basically selling my brand. That's what I'm going to try to do on those days where everybody's playing rather than just standing up at the counter or talking to people or doing whatever. But I don't play. So yeah, so it's easier for me to play Magic. Magic holds my interest a little bit better than Lorcana does. But I think Lorcana can hold my interest. I just haven't given it a full shot yet.
And I said the same thing to Kyla. My only thing with Lorcana, and it kind of goes with your thing of the complication of Magic. Not that it's super simple, but Lorcana just doesn't have enough for me. There's only 2 sets, and at least when I walk around seeing people play, I tend to see the same shit over and over again. Or when I'm playing the handful of games I've played, like we've done a lot of multiplayer games, and I look around and you're playing purple and blue or whatever. He's playing purple and steel. Like it's a lot of there's a very common theme because there's such a limited pool that I'm like, man, it doesn't hold my interest. Because it's like, oh, there's another Madam Mim. Oh, there's another Robin Hood.
Well, and that's the other part that I have is that with Lorcana, because it's so new, that you're allowed 4 of the same card in the set.
Well, no, that's just the format. That's not because it's new. That's just because that's a card game format.
Right, that's the card game format, just like standard in Magic. Just like I don't know that I could do standard in Magic because there's, like, I don't want to play. Like, I want 100 different cards. Like, I don't want to flip over and see a card that I just laid down.
I don't know. You ain't found the little cheap, uncommon, common combos that do some massive work, and then like I could play that like 5 fucking times right on your ass.
Well, and that's true.
Different cards, and
right?
Like,
I was just saying,
there's an aspect of standard in Magic that's like we don't get to experience it because nobody fucking plays it in paper.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, if you got a good group of guys playing standard, you would fucking love it.
And my caveat or my little tidbit I'd add is I probably will, like I've told you before, I'll never get into standard. I hate a rotating format that I constantly have to put retarded amounts of money into it to keep in. But I'll do modern. It's the same thing as standard, but the format doesn't like the legal cards don't rotate. Because in standard, it's only the last 2 years of sets are what's legal in standard. So, and that might be a little off. They've changed how the standard sets work. To my last knowledge, it's the last 2 years worth of sets. So by 2024, there's going to be a rotation in standard where some of your cards in your deck can now become illegal because they're just not in the rotation anymore. And that could just make it so your whole deck's worthless. You can't even play that strategy because the new sets that have came out don't work on the same mechanic or whatever you're using. Well, with modern, all they do is add cards to it. They never, unless of bans, they don't take cards out of it. But it's still that 60 card format And
Yeah,
I do agree.
it's-
I think we need to try to get, whether it's us or more people in general in the store, we need to try that a little more.
the standard deck I have right now is a standard deck until cards rotate out, and then as soon as they do, it's my modern deck.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah.
like how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
You know, it's relevant. It's got a lot of cards I just fucking like too.
Yeah. See, that's the other thing I like with Modern is every time a new set comes out,
Yeah.
it shakes up that format, even though you still have all of the old cards and old decks that will always still be there. But they could release a new card and a new set that all of a sudden just wipes out the number one competing deck. Now, it's not the most common thing to happen, but it does.
Yeah.
Right.
I can agree that if you have a good set of people, because we used to do standard and modern.
Yeah. Standard is fun, but yeah, the whole rotating. I think what's nice about the rotating and what I like about it is because when you get beat to the ground with the same cards over and over again,
They'll eventually leave.
they're fucking going away sometime.
Yeah.
You can play that format without them being in there. But if you go to Modern and Commander, you're like, oh no, it's here forever. It's here forever, and if it gets banned, it don't matter. People are still going to play it at the old time.
Yeah.
I can understand that because I mean, granted, I play in a smaller play group, especially before we started having the Magic Nights here at the store. But it was a lot of, oh, there's that guy's Rats deck, or there's that guy's Control deck, and you just know what you're going up against. And unless you brought the deck to specifically counter his deck, you're just fucked because you've seen it so many times. You know that there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
So I can understand where that can be a little frustrating.
That's why I put Ashiok into the Post Malone deck, was just for your card draw and all that shit. Exile the fuckers.
Well, and I like the guys because we've had bunches of guys that have come in and be like, okay, they'll almost ask, what do you guys want me to play?
That's
Like,
what Mike is sometimes.
I mean, I've got decks that can destroy you guys, but I'd rather play. So, what deck do you guys want me to play with? So that way he knows that it'll take it a little bit longer, for everything to shake out. And while he might still have an overpowered deck, he's still gonna be, he's still gonna.
We gotta. With the group that the groups of people that come into the store for the Magic play, all of them seem to be very good about. Even if they can realize their deck's overpowered, they like to make the game still fun and keep it evenly competitive. I mean, obviously someone's going to end up running away with it, but typically for the most part, except for the tournament where Mike was wanting to win, that's the point of a tournament.
Right.
That's the only time we've seen massive blowouts in the store. For the most part, everyone, no matter their deck, keeps it pretty competitive.
Yeah. Yeah, and Mike did that because he wanted to win the prize.
Yeah.
There's no point. I mean, that's the whole reason I'm building my Chatterfang deck the way I am. It's strictly going to be a deck that I may play against you guys a couple times just to be a jackass, but it's going to be a tournament deck because the whole thing's just going to be filled with infinite combos.
Yeah, and that might be something that I want to do too. Is at the end of every quarter. Or where thereabouts, maybe every few months, run a tournament, like a Magic tournament with prizes and things like that.
That would be fun.
Rather than, I think Emo Night was a perfect night to do it.
Yeah.
So if Emo Night comes back again in 2024, I'll definitely run it on Emo Night again. Because I think it just goes with the.
Most of us Magic kids are emo kids too.
I think that goes pretty good with all of that.
My only suggestion, because of what happened last year, might be starting it a little early, because there were people that were like, man, I want to be out there for one of the opening bands. I want to be out for more of the live music, and they were not stuck because they were enjoying it, but I heard a couple comments of like, oh, I can't wait for this to be over. I want to get out there.
Yeah.
I was getting my ass kicked, and there was a couple times where I'm like, I kind of wish this game was over. I'm not winning. I know I wasn't winning.
I know I'm not going to win, so I just want to grab a beer and go listen to the band.
Oh, I'm dead cool. Bye.
See you.
Yeah. And that, I could definitely do that. because even some of you guys stayed up and played a couple more rounds,
Yeah.
even after the tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like I couldn't have it at 3 or 4 instead of 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And
There was like 80 of my closest friends outside, so I couldn't like stay up in that room.
yeah. So
All of my high school buddies were the ones up here playing Magic with me.
Magic, yeah.
Because that's all we did in high school, too.
So yeah, I think that'll be something that I try to do. But same thing with Lorcana. It's not like I probably need to look at a timing for my first big Lorcana tournament too, because I don't have as many Lorcana players. I think that'll turn out for that.
I want to figure out a good prize pool formula in a way that we can affordably host something and give good prizes away, because that's the tough part.
My dad did it pretty well. I mean, you had those commander decks sitting around, the emo night.
Well, I mean specifically buying product for prizes, not just like, hey, well, we can figure out some stuff to give out, but like actually you break it down and you have different tiers of like getting awarded packs and stuff.
Yeah.
And so like if you place this high and there's this many people that played in the tournament, then the prize pool's going to be higher. And then you have that formula where you literally just plug in the number of people that showed up, and it'll tell you, like an Excel sheet. We had this many people. That means first prize gets this many packs.
There's a way, yeah, there's definitely a way to do it. I mean, a lot of game stores typically have the same kind of.
But I want to figure out like a good price where you can have the biggest prizes possible, and it ain't costing us a whole fucking assload of money.
Right.
To make us, money here at the shop. Still, everybody's going to do it, because it's the buying into a tournament's the tough part if you're not going to get anything out of it.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to change it up a little bit. Still tournament talk, but different game. Because I know I've mentioned it to Dad before, but I would love. I know I'm probably, out of my knowledge, one of the only people that actually enjoy Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, but I would love to have a tournament up here, or at least a game day of doing that.
I get my ass kicked.
Yeah, well, if I'm good in my friend group, I know I'd get my ass whipped with anybody who actually plays the game. But I just love that fighting game specifically.
Yeah.
Box fucking Smash Bros for 64 on Christmas one year.
Oh.
96?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that is definitely something that I would like to do. Super Smash Brothers is one of those. Honestly, Mario, like the Mario stuff, like the Switch stuff, Mario Party, Super Smash Brothers.
Mario Party tournaments, man. Bring it on. Let's go.
Mario
Wait,
Kart.
bonus point. We ain't playing Mario Kart. We have to make sure everyone's 21 plus. We're playing Beerio Kart. I don't know if either of you two know what Beerio Kart is.
Do not.
So you play a Grand Prix, and the way it works is everyone starts with a full beer at the start of a race. Now, the rules are you have to finish the race, and the idea is to get first place. But the rule is the beer has to be finished by the time you finish the race. But you can't drink and drive because that's illegal. And you have to voluntarily come to a full, complete stop before you can start.
Fuck, I'll destroy you.
So here's the catch. You have to come to a complete voluntary stop. Not like coasting out, not when you fall off, not when you get hit by a red shell. You have to voluntarily fully stop in order to drink your beer. Because drinking
the NASCAR pit stop fucking 2 seconds.
Well, I can tell you the common strategy that most people do, because you also can't drink on the countdown. So as soon as it says go, most people just slam their beer as fast as they can and then race.
Shit. I'm gonna be the one that's like stops at the finish line and stands up, hit my button and walk away.
I've tried to talk people into playing Beerio Kart with me. I can't get people to do it, especially her. She won't do it with me. And she always tries to gloat about how much she'll kick my ass in Mario Kart. All I ask is to bring beer into it, and she says no.
But the Mario games are like built for that. Mario Party and Mario Kart.
Dude, Mario Party.
I love Mario Party.
Endless hours of fun on that damn.
And we've got, I mean, we don't have like tons of space, but I mean, we've got, I mean,
We got enough space for Switch games.
got enough space for Switch games.
Fucking Mario.
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Mario Party. You don't even have to. The only one.
Like, you could roll the table out of here
Yeah.
and set up a
Shit,
couple of chairs.
You can use the Nintendo Switch lights as controllers too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Me and Alex have our own.
Oh, okay. You have a Switch?
screen. Yeah.
I have. They have. I'm gonna get lights.
Oh, okay.
So they can't hook to a screen like a TV, but they can use theirs as controllers. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think something like that.
But yeah, I could always buy a Switch for
I
that.
have a Switch.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a Switch that, I mean, really, I could bring it in here because I don't use it that much.
No.
Um,
Do you have Mario Party?
not the good one. I need to buy that one.
Not the good one.
Motherfucker. You give me a reason to buy Mario Party.
I was gonna say, just give me a reason. I'll go get it today. We can play it tonight for New Year's.
I can't remember which one it is. I'll have to text my buddy.
Which one do you have? Or
The bad one.
do you
Like that's the only. That's the only. I can't remember the names of them. Because there's been, I think, only. Well, there's two on Switch that came out on the Switch, and my buddy has one, and I have the other one
Oh.
because I got the Switch secondhand from Dakota, and he had the other one.
Do you have Mario Kart?
Yeah,
Okay.
and all the DLC because we have her brother's account who bought the season pass.
Okay.
So there's the original Mario Party 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mario Party Advanced, which I had that one on Game Boy Advance. Mario Party 7, 8. Nintendo DS's, I had that one too. Mario Party 9. Island Tour 10. Mario Party Star Rush. Mario Party The Top 100. Super Mario Party, and then Mario Party Superstars. Right.
So the Superstars and Super Mario Party are the Switch ones. I just am trying to remember which is which. Okay, so the
Mario Party The Top 100 was the 3DS. 3DS for Star Rush.
if I remember correctly, I have Superstars and Super Mario Party is the good one.
Super Mario Party is.
I actually, you know
I
what?
find myself at Walmart.
Give me 1 second. I can make this super simple. I have a fucking buddy I can text.
Dibs on motherfucking Waluigi.
Yeah, Waluigi is my man. Nah.
Hey, I was fast. I said that came to my head. I don't know a playable character for this one. Let me look. We'll see.
Wario, Waluigi, Mario, Luigi, Daisy, Peach, Toad, Yoshi.
Located at 430 East Broadway in beautiful downtown Logansport on the bonus level, the second floor of Bonus Pints, is Savini Comics. Savini Comics has all your toys, gaming, and comic needs. We have Dungeons and Dragons. We have Magic the Gathering. We have Pokemon. We have Disney Lorcana. We have Marvel and DC comic books. We have Marvel and DC figures. We have Star Wars. We have wrestling. Come join us at Savini Comics for all your gaming, toys, and comic book needs.
Hopefully he gets back to me here soon. He should.
So yeah. So but yeah, games in here is definitely a thing.
I was gonna say I would like to try it. I don't know how many people here in town or the surrounding areas would like to play Super Smash Brothers tournament, but I would love to get one going.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this is the one where the dice blocks are different.
Yeah.
People's depending on how your character you pick the dice block, you can have Waluigi. Seems sketchy.
And what mostly gets played in here is Fortnite.
Well, yeah, that's you and Waylon.
Yeah, I mean, well, and then there's other kids that come in here too.
Oh,
There's random kids that come in here sometimes and play Fortnite. D-Rock and a buddy of his brought an N64 in here Thursday and hooked it up and played Mario Party, N64 Mario Party.
A good Mario Party.
Yeah. Thursday night for about an hour or so. They were having a blast. So I'm sure they would be up for any sort of Mario tournament. I think Frank down at the Lantern would probably be up for anything like that too.
Probably.
So
Only I imagine it probably cost me way too much money, but I would love to get Mario Kart Double Dash.
what is that?
So Double Dash is a GameCube Mario Kart,
Oh yeah,
but it's teams.
yeah. It was 2-player, and it was like you played 2 players and the guys on the back.
Yeah, it's 2 people in a cart instead of one in a
Really?
Yeah, so the guy in the back, the big thing is the guy in the back is the one helping you drift, and if he wiggles his controller properly or whatever, you get a boost out of it. He's the one throwing the items, and the driver's just driving and steering.
Did you need a special attachment on the GameCube for
No.
that?
No, you
Oh,
just
okay.
played separate
Oh, okay.
things.
All right.
It was basically like 4 people 2v2.
Yeah,
Okay.
Were
And
you
it's
a
the-
driver or an item thrower?
I've never played it.
You never played it.
No.
Okay. No, that shit.
I've just seen people play it.
That fucker released.
And it was one of the first ones of the Mario Karts that would allow, to my knowledge, from what I understand, to allow you to do a LAN setup. So you could have, what would that be, 8 GameCubes with 16 people in one room
Yeah. Yeah.
and LAN party that shit, all playing, 2v2s against everybody.
Yeah, the GameCube that came out with that or the Mario Party that came out the same time as that was the same way. You could have 8 people playing that one with the LAN connection to GameCube.
Really?
Yeah, you just hook up Ethernet cables to all of them, I believe.
Huh.
Yeah, dude, there were so many connections on the GameCube to hook it up to shit. Like that fucking
My favorite thing.
console was like one of the best consoles of all motherfucking time.
My favorite. Yeah.
I
You
have.
know it was made to be. Yeah. You know it was made to be portable, right? That's why there's a handle on it.
Yeah.
I
Used
love
to
that.
Take mine everywhere, man. I took mine every fucking where. I still got it, but the case is cracked. So I don't know if it like still works or not, but it fired up last time.
I say I still got one. I've still got one.
Fucking GameCube's the shit. That's
The GameCube and the
Yeah,
N64 are probably some of the best consoles to ever come out, in my opinion.
I still got an N64 too.
And most of your old consoles work, besides for the fucking Dreamcast.
I still love
Yeah,
the whole.
yeah.
My favorite thing about GameCube was how everybody used to rag on its graphics, and then they motherfucking came along and dropped Resident Evil 4 as an exclusive on the GameCube and pissed off everyone. And it
Same with
looked better than any Resident Evil game on a fucking PlayStation game to
One of
that
the-
point.
one of the most expensive versions of a Metal Gear Solid game is Twin Snakes on the GameCube. Because in the Metal Gear Solid games, I believe it's 2. I believe it's 2. They changed the main character in the original release of it. So you're not playing as Snake. And a lot of people were upset about that. So they remade and re-released it as Twin Snakes, where you could play as Snake instead of Ronin. Or not Ronin, Raiden.
Yeah, the fucking white-haired.
Yeah, Raiden, however you say his
Yeah.
name. And then
I remember because didn't you have to run naked through? There was a campaign where you had to run naked and you could do cartwheel flips. It was really weird. He's cutting his junk the whole time.
yeah, you can do that in
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 3 also.
Yeah. No, it was wild. I remember X-Play covering it. It was fucking-
I love the Metal Gear Solid That is, if we're ever looking for an episode, I could fill probably a good 2 hours
Yeah.
of telling you dumb shit about that game.
All I know is you can hide in boxes.
I don't know anything about Metal Gear.
Every single game has to do with stopping a nuclear war from happening.
Yeah.
Sneaky. Hide from the bad guys.
Sneaky hide. That was Hitman.
But it plays just like Hitman, where if you really did not like control wise, but like if you didn't want to, you could just run through with a goddamn assault rifle and shoot at everybody. It's going to be a pain in the ass, and you're not playing the game properly, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
It's like Hitman, but the guy looks like Rambo.
Okay. All right. The only game I could get into that was like that was like short I said short, but like you had to hide, and it took like forever to frickin' play. It was Batman.
The Arkham games.
The Arkham games where you hid as Batman and you got to like throw the batarang and like take out guys and then crawl around. That was the only one I could get into, and it's probably because it was Batman based.
Mhm.
I couldn't get into Assassin's Creed. I couldn't get into Metal Gear. I couldn't get into Hitman. Was the first game was all right. It lost me with the second one. Just because I was like, oh, I feel like I've already done this before.
I don't like games that you sneak around in.
So yeah, like I just
See, your issue with Assassin's Creed is also you tried to play the first one, which isn't an Assassin's Creed game. It's a horseback riding simulator because that's what you do for 2/3 of the game. It's jump on your horse, ride to this mission. The mission took 5 minutes. Jump on your horse, ride to the mission over here. That mission took 10 minutes.
it's weird because like I have to, and really honestly, the only games that I can sit down and play and devote any time to are sports, baseball and football. I hate basketball games, and Fortnite. And I think the only reason Fortnite is because I can just run around and shoot shit. And like, there's no real, I mean, there is a strategy, but not totally. And then, and it's not, I can't do Call of Duty because I can't do that first person view. It messes me up. Like, I can't see what's going on in front of me. I feel like I'm moving too fast. Or Fortnite, I'm back. I can see my whole body. I can see everything around me. It does better for my vision.
See, I don't like Warzone because in my opinion, with the way Call of Duty is, Warzone just doesn't work well with how big of a map it is. Because it's at least every time I've played. Granted, I haven't played a shit ton like a lot of people have, but I land, and unless I land right in a hot spot, I don't see anybody for the entire game, and then all of a sudden I get sniped in the side of the head.
Yeah,
Warzone doesn't work.
I try to watch Warzone. People play Warzone, and like they'll hit their button to pull their snipe back and then fire, and I don't even see what they're shooting at. But next thing I know, like 3 people are dead, and I'm like, how did you like? I didn't even see anybody. How are you even seeing people? They're like, oh, that guy's running over there, boom, and the guy's dead, and I'm like, I didn't even.
Yeah.
Like, how'd you even hit that shot?
I fly helicopters.
I prefer the regular Call of Duty multiplayer where it's domination, TDM, something like that. And I prefer first person over the third person because you know how many times in Fortnite I get fucked because somebody is standing on top of a fucking like dresser or whatever in a bedroom, and because of the third person, they can see out of that wall, and I can't see them because of that third person angle. They can see more of outside that doorway. So all I know is I'm running into a house, I see a little bit of loot. Okay, it doesn't seem like anyone's been here. I bust into a door, boom, 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 shotgun to the back of my head 3 times, and I'm dead.
Yeah, I had that happen to me yesterday when I was playing.
It's my only irritation with third person is it allows way too much around like corner PG.
Around corners, yeah. I had that happen to me yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. I've been that guy that did it.
I've been that guy too. Yeah,
that's how I won my.
Oh yeah, congratulations on that last night.
Right, and all I did was I sat behind this rock, and I didn't even know I was the last 2. I thought there was like 5 people left, and this guy comes running down. So I got on one side of the rock. I started shooting at him, and I fucking hit him a good couple times, and then I hid behind the rock, but I came out the other side, and I watched him sit there and just kept trying to shoot where I was standing. So I waited, and I was like, "Pop!" Got him in the head, and it was like, "Hey, you won." I was like, "What?"
Look at me!
Yeah, and it was like I had fucking like jump guns. Didn't have shit. I was just trying to do the winter fucking missions.
Yeah,
I wasn't even trying. I was just trying to kill Krampus and deliver.
See, I need to play some Fortnite. I haven't played any with the. I've just been waiting. I got 30 days till I can get Snake. Speaking of Metal Gear Solid,
I think it's Fortnite. Is it still 30 days? I don't think it's. I think
the last time
2016.
Okay, I don't know the exact date. I just know the last time I looked, it was like 37 days or whatever, and I know it's been around a week since then.
I just once I started playing Lego, I was like, wow, this levels up my battle pass. So I've been trying to get to my fucking Peter Griffin skin.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to get to is the Peter Griffin skin.
I want the fucking.
I still
the fucking inflating tube.
the way inflatable way, yeah.
Inflatable tube flailing arm, man. Shit.
Yeah, I have yet to try the Lego on Fortnite. I've heard that they basically, as a community, hit the Industrial Revolution
Yeah.
because they've gotten to the point where they're making, just with, they haven't updated or changed anything, but they're making automated machines. They're making vehicles you can drive just by building stuff.
Yeah.
So they've hit the Industrial Revolution already.
Yeah.
Still a pioneer. I'm making log cabins. I ain't quite got to the machines yet.
I haven't even touched it yet. I've played way too many Minecraft, Valheim, Rust, all these survival games that they came out with that Lego Fortnite. I'm like, man, it looks really cool. I think I've played enough survival games for my lifetime.
I just want to be able to build a fucking castle. Like, I want to get to the point where I can build a castle, and then I'll probably quit playing the fucking things.
I wanted Battle Royal. I wanted Lego Fortnite Battle
I
Royal.
thought that's what it was going to be.
That's what I want. I want to play Battle Royal as a Lego character.
I thought that's what we were going to get was Lego skins.
I thought that's what we were going to get. It's not what we got. So I have not played Lego Fortnite because I was too upset that the fact that I didn't get
survival, and you have to do problem solving to figure out how to play it.
Yeah, I wanted Battle Royal.
It's long-winded fucking shit, and if you're not like, if you don't get hyper focused like I do, just completing a task, like I'll go mine 1,000 granite because you're stockpiling for a castle you can't fucking build it. Then
Yeah,
it's how I get my hands off of magic.
Yeah.
Turn the computer, I rotate the chair, I don't even get out of it. And I start playing that for 5 hours.
I haven't taken magic cards home, or I'm sure I'd be the same way. But when I come up here, that's all I seem to do is tinker with magic cards. So
I was looking into more of the Lego Fortnite stuff. So a lot of people were were curious and asking about if it would ever, like, if you'd ever at least be able to use those Lego skins in the Battle Royale. And apparently Lego had a very super strict set of guidelines that they had to follow in order to even be able to use the Lego name. And I'm going to imagine one of those things was they could not use those skins to shoot other people with.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Which makes sense when I read it, but that didn't even cross my mind.
Not click with me at all.
The Danish are pretty straightforward about that.
And I didn't even think about that, but I bet that's exactly.
It makes sense. It sucks, but it makes sense. I get it. It's a very kid-friendly, family-friendly thing, and even the Fortnite's family-friendly. It's like, you're still shooting people with guns.
Still shooting people. I mean, it's cartoony. And while Lego, I mean, Marvel and DC and Disney and WWE and everybody else, G.I. Joe, there's G.I. Joe, there's Transformers.
Lil Nas.
But also what I will state is with every single with every single thing you stated, they already have guns and superpowers where they're shooting each other and attacking each other and fighting. Lego does not. Lego, quite literally, it's just a fucking set that you put together.
There's been racing games, there's been building games. The only games where Legos shoot each other are the ones based off movies like Lego Star Wars.
I will argue that. And you show me where a gun's been used in a WWE ring.
Oh, I forgot you said WWE. But that's the violence.
It is. I'll go with violence. I'll go with violence a little bit. But they're not shooting people.
Well, I feel like it was more like the guys at Lego were like, fucking Fortnite won't leave us alone. And they're like, they want to do this, and it'll make us a lot of money. And you're like, I don't give a fuck, it's Fortnite. We'll let them use it, but they can only do it.
They can only do it this way.
But they gotta pay us the same amount.
I just said also it's like I don't think Lego gives a fuck about the money when you look at how much fucking money that company makes for plastic.
It's completely automated too.
The machines that make them.
The whole goddamn factory,
is
every aspect of the Lego factory and like everything is robots.
Really?
That's the most intensely automated thing ever. It's the most like highly organized. Like their fucking factory is the future, and it's been like that for 20, 30 fucking years.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
That's why they're such a big conglomerate. They've never had to hire as much people.
Now this is all the way back in 2016, but one of the big factories is in Billund, Denmark, or however you'd say Billund. And with the autonomous robots and precision machines, they can make 36,000 Legos a minute. Or 2.16 million pieces. Let me find that in the article.
Wow.
Every hour. 2.16 million every hour, and that's just one factory.
Wow.
Yeah, fucking suck it, Mega Block.
Yeah.
30 rough estimation is 36 billion pieces a year.
Wow.
Yeah. How many?
Just out of one plant.
Yeah, that's one factory in Denmark.
How many end up in kids' noses? Or in
1.5 million.
Yeah.
The silos process 60 tons of material every 24 hours. 120,000 pounds of material every 24 hours. I can barely get through 6,000 pounds of material in my 8-hour shift.
Is there any factories in stateside? Or are they all in Denmark?
I know when I Googled factory near,
Packaging, maybe.
I just saw an autofill for Virginia.
I could see there being packaging facilities here because shipping some things like the freight would be just make more sense to have a box closer to where it's being sold.
Yeah. Yeah, you could send just
Raw
Legos and then have them, divided up by some Lego.
I mean, we are the biggest consumer of Legos. Like, there's no doubt about it. The United States Western culture is the fucking biggest.
Yeah, I would guess. Just because of people. I would think. Just because the amount of people.
Just because we're fun fucking people, Americans. We ain't got sticks up our asses like, some of the fucking world.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to
Canada.
have fun. I can't. Fucking Canada.
Richmond, Virginia.
We love you. I think there's a listener in Canada.
There might be.
There was the last time I looked on Elite 2.
That's the best Canadian there is.
So the closest thing, the only thing I've found so far is that there is a factory in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, so here you go. Components made in Denmark, Mexico, Hungary, Poland, China, and the Czech Republic.
And damn.
Distributed in the U.S. by Lego Systems, Enfield, Connecticut. It's distributed in Canada by Distribuer El Canada par Lego in Ontario. That's why it's French.
Oh, it's French. Yeah, that's French.
Yeah, that's why it's French.
That Virginia factory won't be open until 2025.
Oh, well, we're moving to Virginia. I want to work for Lego.
The U.S. invested $1 billion into this factory.
I fucking would too, man.
And the whole factory is supposed to be carbon net neutral. So all complete environmental health safety bullshit, blah blah.
Buying Twitter, and he could have just here, I'll $2 billion.
Yeah, $2 billion. I'll build the Lego factory instead of overpaying by billions on.
I'll take $2 billion and build cars that drive themselves, so you can build Legos in the cars.
Yeah,
what's fun about the Teslas, it's technically illegal, the fact that they can self-drive themselves. Because Mercedes-Benz has had that technology in their cars forever. but the government will not allow them to do it. And Tesla just didn't ask for the okay. They just did it.
Oh.
And then for some reason haven't been hounded for it.
Oh.
I think that was one of those things where the government's always been like, you can't do that. And then we're like, the fuck we can't. And we just did it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You're like-
Tesla did the smart
Oh.
thing where they rather ask for forgiveness than permission, and every other company goes, well, I don't want to upset them, so
Yeah. Yeah, Tesla. Well, and then Tesla gets recalled. Like,
did you see they just recalled every single fucking Tesla that's been made?
Yeah. Yeah, for something. What was it?
I believe it was a battery problem.
Oh, yeah. 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 It could be an issue. Could be an issue.
I don't drive one.
I don't drive one either.
It's due to an update, software update. Tesla recalls nearly all vehicles sold in U.S. to update the software.
That's
Oh, it's not an actual recall. It's a service recall.
Yeah.
So you just take it in for service.
yeah. So you're gonna take it in, get an update, and then they can track you and listen to you even more.
No.
It's
It's because of the fact that the doors will unlock themselves and open in a crash.
Oh. Well, I mean, wouldn't
it needs to be after the crash, not during.
yeah.
No. This is saying
That to happen.
this is the way this article is saying is like as the impact is happening, the car is just unlocking and shoving all the doors open. Not afterwards, not like as a result.
Hit the red button.
He did.
And this was announced on Christmas Eve this year.
Oh, well, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
This article's on December 24th, 2023.
You know what I feel bad for?
All the people that got a Tesla for Christmas?
No, the poor fucker that figured that glitch out.
Yeah.
Hopefully he just accidentally like reversed into his garage door and it threw everything open.
Could you imagine being that poor son of a bitch that is just like driving and then somebody bumps him in the back and like at a stoplight and all of a sudden his doors unlock, they fly open.
Or it was probably some fucking poor lady dog walker. Vehicle full of dogs and like somebody door checked her.
Yeah.
Flung all the doors open, everybody's dogs are fucking
That is funny. That is funny. You guys don't watch Reacher, do you?
No, I have not.
So the new
I heard
season,
okay, so
the new season of Reacher is out. It's a pretty good show on Amazon Prime. So the second season just hit a couple of weeks ago, and there's an episode where they're being followed and they don't know who it is. And it ends up being a New York cop that is following Reacher and a couple of his old army buddies. And he's like, I'm going to go figure out who this guy is. And they were like, don't do anything stupid. And he walks up to his car. I think he's driving a newer model Chevy or Ford or something. He kicks the front of the car and makes the airbag go off in the guy's face. And like the guy opens the door and he kind of staggers out and Reacher grabs him and throws him up against the thing and he says, why are you following us? And he says, I could get you for assaulting a police officer, or I could get you for hitting a police officer. And he goes, I didn't hit you, the airbag did. He said, if you don't tell me why I'm following you, then I will hit you. He's like, so yeah. But that was the first thing I thought of when, like, could you imagine, like, the impact? Like, well, it's a good thing that the door's open and I flung out the side because at least I can get in the face with the airbag. So, I mean, wow. Yeah, the poor guy that figured that one out.
and this is the car with the highest safety rating out of any manufactured car ever. And they're having that kind of fuck up. Granted, Elon does love to cheat all of those things.
Yeah, I don't know how you can have the highest safety rating when I'm pretty sure that one of the most
unbiodegradable things in the entire world is in the car, the battery.
Yeah. Well, that's why.
I mean,
And
maybe
everyone.
the safety rating is just from the impact.
That's
I
what
guess.
safety is. That's the safety
But,
they're
like,
talking about.
But I would think that if the wreck was bad enough and the battery started leaking,
Oh, you're fucked.
yeah, like I wouldn't think that would be.
I was going to say, and not to get into this giant topic, because I know everyone's got their own opinions, but that's one of the reasons why I'll argue that Tesla's not an environmentally safe car.
Nothing is.
Well, no, nothing is, but that's one of Tesla's big selling is it's electric. It's great for the environment. What do you do when that battery goes out? Just dies, has to be replaced. What are they going to do with that battery? It's going to go sit in fucking rocks. We have no way to deal with it.
Yeah, we have no way to deal with the hazardous materials that go into making that battery.
Yeah.
We have no way to deal with it once the battery life's gone. And that's why they should not be focusing on electric cars. They should be focusing on hydrogen cars.
Yeah, I mean, hydrogen blow up a little bit.
So far, the only complaint I've heard about the hydrogen cars is the recharging the hydrogen cells are a little expensive.
Yeah, I could see.
But other than that, you literally just pour tap water into the fucking gas tank or the water tank.
Yeah.
And the funny part is those cars all pee because you have to release that water after the hydrogen's been pulled out of it or however the fuck that works. So there's a specific button on all those cars that you hit. And near the back bumper area of under the car, it'll just start releasing water as if the car was pissing. Like looks like a pee stream and everything.
I wonder if you can get an arch. I mean, I want a pissing car.
Why not?
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't you get a pissing car?
I'd rather have a shitting car.
Yes. Well,
Shit and get.
yes.
Shit and get.
Shits, man. And then people think I mean it goes fast, but really it takes a poop every now and then.
You'll just be it's kind of like a horse. You'll just be driving, and all of a sudden it just kind of plops out the end.
Sounds like something they would have made in Ricky Bobby.
I don't know what Ricky Bobby is.
Talladega Nights.
Oh, yeah, haven't seen that one either. Let's add it to the list.
Well, we're gonna continue to ramble, or
Where are we at?
Hour and 25.
Oh God, yeah, I think we're good then. I think we're good then. I didn't realize we've been rambling that long.
Oh yeah, I knew we had been.
We actually it wasn't a bad conversation either.
no, we can go pretty good.
Yeah,
These are the kind of podcasts I listen to.
yeah.
Just a bunch of dumbasses talking about dumb shit.
Well, all right. So we, so another successful episode of Pints and Pages. And what we'll do is hopefully you get some videos with these in the coming weeks. And 2024 is going to be a great year. We're going to hit subscribers and hit highs and lows, and we'll have a great 2024.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So this has been this episode. I'm Nick.
I'm Brad.
I'm Levi.
And we'll see you next time.
I like the way you say my name. No one ever calls me that, except a few friends from a long way back. I got a place I wanna be. Well, it's more of a wait and see. I have nowhere to go. Now the Brill Road is not my home. I'll smile and wave and let my planet fade. Just walk away from anyone who's helping me feel like I'm not just out on my own. What do you call months with no sleep? Need a burden what I cannot hide. Could be truth to a larger lie, which could be. Never mind.